Good to hear you back on deck. And Peter, PK5COV. Any others wishing to add their name or corrections?
Victor Kilo 5 Juliet Alpha.
Whiskey Juliet. Right, adding to that, we've got Jay, VK5 Juliet Alpha, and Jeremy, VK5 Whiskey Juliet. Any more? Right, that seems like all for the time being. Okay, well, we'll get things underway so that we're not holding people up. Neville, VK5 Zulu November Papa, up there at Redwood Park, VK5 Kilo Juliet. Yeah, very good, John. VK5 KJ with a 2 metre sideband net, VK5 ZNP returning. Tonight I'm on the IC 9100 for a change, with the Diamond X 5000 antenna, which is the highest VHF antenna. Well, actually, it's not quite as high as a 6 metre J-pole, but it's the second highest VHF antenna I've got here. And I noticed that on receive, I'm picking up VK5WJ better than what I was on last week, I think, when I was on the IC 271H, but particularly with the Diamond X200 antenna, which is lower. But that particular combination, I think, puts out a bit better. I think that old transceiver must put out a bit more than this, I think. But 100 watts anyway for what it's worth, supposedly. And all stations copied tonight. Good to hear the other gentleman come up there, and good evening to you all there too. And thanks, John, for conducting the operation tonight as usual. It's a beautiful net, this one. And good to hear the stations call in there. So it's good to give this set a run too. It hardly gets turned on, this set, and the other set I've got here is an IC 7410, which hasn't got 2 metres on it, but it's HF and 6 metres. These two particular sets are the most modern sets I've got in the shack, but they're not new anymore. They go back to about 2008, 2010, I think, but they're the newest that I've got. And the ones that get the least amount of use, because I love the old set. But I thought I'd better give this one a run tonight and put a bit of power into that antenna. Seems like, it's a bit of a job getting it up there. So that's enough for the first round, John. Back to you, VK5 KJ with the group, VK5 ZNP. Yeah, good, thanks Neville, VK5 ZNP in the group, VK5 KJ. You're 5x5 but peaking up to 5x6, so if I recall from my other list on that, write down the signal reports all the time and record it, but I reckon you're usually 5x5, but 5x6 peaking it up a little bit better tonight. And of course your usual aircraft flutter with the aircraft going over at 8 o'clock at night, but that'll clear away surely. So all good, and so the 910 is certainly doing well too. Right, Keith, VK5 OQ, how's things with you? VK5 KJ.
VK5KJ and the group, VK5OQ. Yes, good evening, John, and it's good to hear the others come up on the net. Yeah, good evening to everyone. Oh, a bit of a frog in the throat. Yes, well, it came to a bit of a milestone today in my microwave activity, I should say. I finished mounting the sighting telescope on the dish for 122 gigahertz. So hopefully I should be able to use that to accurately aim the dish.